Alright guys, got a BMW battery here out of a 2015 M4. These batteries are insanely expensive. The isolation switch has been activated because the battery drain was too low. So I am going to attempt to recover this battery rather than spend $2,000 plus at BMW having them sell me a new battery. So it strictly says sealed battery, do not open. They're like, come in and pay us. So we're gonna try to avoid that, see if this battery is actually toast or if it's okay. So here we go. We have a T27 torque security bit that's gonna be used on this hole right, or this screw right there. It's kind of, there it goes in focus. I'm gonna be using these pliers. They're pretty small needle nose to take these off. This towel, the handles are full of crap. So this is gonna spin like this, and we're gonna have some bolts underneath there that we'll take off with our handy dandy Harbor Freight toolkit here. And then there's also some bottom bolts. They look like, is it too good to be true? They tell you it's a 10, or is that a hardness? I don't know. But we're gonna take this thing apart right now. So I'm gonna turn the camera around. All right. I will start with Topps torque security bits, the T27s. There are 6 of them. Got 3 done so far. I'm sorry, there are 5 of them. Okay, those are done. I'm going to take off these little caps hiding those other bolts. I'll show you how this looks. Dang it, this stupid towel. So the M4 was in a travel trailer, and I don't know if it was due to the heat or the age of the battery. That's another thing you can tell in these batteries, the age. This battery is from 2014, so it is old, but I gotta try because, like I said, BMW wants a ton of money for this battery. And my buddy, who's a tech at BMW, he did not tell me to do this, by the way, but he did tell me these batteries are supposed to last for upwards of 15 years. So we'll see if that's the case or what the deal is here. Sorry, this is terrible camera work, but you get the point. Okay, take that off. That'll expose another one of those guys. So I'm going to grab, I think they're the same size as the bottom one, so we'll just find out if they're a 10 or not. 10 mil. What do you know? They are, just like everything else. So I'm gonna take these off. Let's turn the camera around. Not a lot of tension on these, so kind of hard to tell how long it actually is. Oh, now you can tell it's that long. All right, going for the bottom ones. There are 4 of those. And I think after I get these out, we are ready to do some volt readings. So the reason why these do this, there's an isolation switch inside that will fail open, and when it fails open, it doesn't let you charge the battery. Your car freaks out and says charging system failure or replace battery. Go to the mothership and give them all your money when there might not actually be a problem. Well, no, either way there's a problem, but if it's fixable or not, you know, that's the question. Alright, so I think I took off everything that I needed to take off. So now, let's try to get this thing open. Okay, I'll show you. So this just popped off here. I'm guessing it's going to do the same thing on the other side. I want to make sure I can seal this back up correctly so I don't break any tabs. Okay. The big reveal. Almost the big reveal. Hold on, you sit somewhere right here. Boom! Just kidding. Oh, this screw is not all the way loose, so the joys of doing things for the first time. This is the first time I've done this. I'm not a battery tech by any means, in case you haven't already guessed. But just a guy trying to get by here. Get this guy out of there. And then, so this is what it looks like in its case. I'm guessing, hopefully, it just pulls right out. So I'm going to try to do that without fucking anything up. Okay. Wow, that's kind of heavy. Alright, so now there's all your complex stuff that BMW will code when you go in for a new battery. And I believe that this side is the isolation switch. So these two are your battery terminals. So let's measure the voltage on that and see where we're at. It should be 0 because the isolation switch should be open. Alrighty, turning on the trusty multimeter, the low special. Gotta find out which is positive and which is negative. Don't wanna mess that up. And so, positive, negative. So, this is positive. And this is negative here. We're at 0. We've got good contact, straight zeros. But if we, so these are 4 cells in this battery. If we measure it at a different point, I think we got to turn it over. I know there's a point before the switch where we can get these charged. Okay, so these are the 4 cells, and I believe here and here, if we measure, we'll get a reading. because that's before the isolation switch. So let's do that. So this is our negative side. This is our positive side. So let's try that there. Oh yeah, baby. So by doing that, I'm able to measure the voltage before the isolation switch, and lo and behold, sorry guys, I need a first camera person. This battery in fact has 11.71 volts in it. So in theory, if we get our charger out, like right here, I'm gonna put this at 12 volts, 6 amps, and we're gonna see if we can charge this and get it above the threshold of cutoff and have it automatically close up and have the battery be serviceable. So make sure you got the right connections. Another thing too is this is unplugged. I'm not going to plug that in until I have this hooked up, just in case of any off-gassing or anything like that. So here we go. You know what I'm also going to do? I'm going to label this thing just for my own sanity. I'm going to go get a marker real quick, and that way we can know what's what as far as positive and negative go. Always projects going on. Probably edit this video so you don't have to see all this extra crap. I don't care about the house. And there's the beauty. Gotta love it. Okay, back to business. So negative, we're just gonna go negative, and we're gonna go positive here, just so we know what's what. Okay, so let's apply this current. We can take another reading when it's applied. Now I know we're going here, negative. And another thing too is, if you ever do this, do not do this inside your house, because if the shit does blow up, you don't want to blow up your fucking house. All right, so let's charge all these cells. We're not plugged in. We're on positive. All right, now I'm gonna plug it in and run. Just kidding. Okay, so a lot of cord here. So this, I believe, needs to be plugged into here. And then other end is right here. Plug this in. All right, I feel like Doc Brown on Back to the Future. All right, power is being applied. No explosions. Charging hard. Okay, so let's get a quick reading on the trusty multimeter. It's not charging at all, or it's not registering anything for some reason. That's worrisome. I'll drop it down to 2. No, I think I'll just leave it. why it's not registering anything now. Okay, it is registering. We're at 12.15, 12.16, 12.17. All right, so we are getting good charge. I'm not going to leave this unattended for too long, but I am going to cut this video and see if I can splice it in. I've never been a great video editor, but we're charging right now, and I'm going to give it a little bit of time.